Hey Creative Tribe, welcome to my room update for January 2021. It took me a month or 4 weeks to finish this update, so I can't wait to just hop right in and share my newly updated craft room with you guys. And you guessed it, as this picture shows, it all began with some $20 curtains from HomeGoods. I hung these on a Project 62 curtain rod from Target, and as you can see, the little blush poofs are perfect for a craft room, and they give some much needed texture, and it just divides up the indoor space from the outdoor space. I got this organizer from Target up on the wall, and it now holds my punches instead of having them over in these. So I tried to group like items, so now these new storage pieces, these display shelves, are from Target. So these were only $5 each, so I thought this would be excellent storage for ink pads. You can see I still have some room to grow, and then so all my inks are together instead of having them dispersed in these Michael shelves. So I have a room tour that goes through pretty detailed. What I'll do in this room tour is just add in what I have updated. So the biggest update to this planner desk right here. So this is my station where I plan, bullet journal, hand letter, faith journaling, and memory planning. So everything that has to do with that, including smaller scale stamps. So these are all planner stamps, and I wouldn't use these on a 12 by 12 page because they're pretty tiny. So I have my tiny stamps here. And let me move here a little bit. And I added all of these blush colored bins are from Michael's, and I added clear labels with the Dymo letter tag. So I have acrylograph pins, post-its, and stamping, and everyday stamps. And then my planner stamps are there. And then the biggest change here is I added those blush bins from Michael's and labeled my pins. So I sorted, categorized, and labeled using those Michael's bins. So it's a really big help because this area was just piled up. So now you guys can see that it has journaling pens, Scribbles brush and Sharpie brush pens, Kelly Creates brush pens, Pentel Tombow and Mona Me brush pens, and highlighters. And then I have my swatch books for all the pens. So I have those right here, so when I get a new set of pens, I simply add that to the swatch book. And then I have some longer planner stamps here because they won't fit. I have my mild liners and Sarasa clip pens from Zebra. I keep those in the package. Then I have a place for my AirPods in this little drawer that I got at Tuesday morning. And then this area up here, all of these are the Webster's pages, the bullet journal size, so this is the A5. And I just have my daily prayerful planner, illustrated faith traveler's notebook, Bible studies, weekly sermon notes, and then a traveler's notebook, an A5 bullet journal, and a Hobonichi. Here's my happy planner stickers that I use the most right up here. Another section for Sarasa clip pens. And then I have eyeglasses, cords, and things. This is still part of that Tuesday morning little organizer. And then I have pins. So there's going to be pins over here that I don't reach for that often. And I have a memo from, what is it? U Brands Gem memo board. And then I had already given a tour with all of this IKEA Calyx unit, so I didn't really change anything on there except that I added some paper blush color stripes. Try to go slow. Okay, so that's the sliding glass door, and another big so this cart is my Heidi Swap Storyline Chapters cart. So what I can do is pull it over to my main desk, and everything for Heidi Swap Storyline is in here. So the top, I've got the albums and some stickers and die cuts. Second shelf, I've got all the inserts, the Storyline Chapters inserts, and some paper. And then I got these Target Okay, so now that I showed you guys the biggest change is adding these blush bins from Michaels and labeling all my different pins and just keeping this area strictly for things that I use in memory planning and things that I do at this station. So what else is a big part of that is that I have my Happy Planner stickers in these boxes. This is an old Cropper Hopper storage cart, like years ago Cropper Hopper I'm talking. And then I have some planners and some lettering pads. I've got standard office supplies like whiteout and that stuff. I've got lots of Post-its and things for planners. And then this one, I redid this. I took this and changed this to only things I use instead of storing. This is going to be stuff I actually use. So I've got Illustrated Faith and Scrap Gals printables in here, and I have them labeled by either the designer or like this one's Illustrated Faith Gratitude Documented. And then I've got free printables if you're a subscriber to Scrap Gals. They have free subscriber content, which is great. So I've got that all here, and that's labeled and organized. And so another thing that I wanted to keep really close by is I've got more of the Happy Planner stickers down here. I've got some Bible journaling. I've got my catch-all planner, a business planner, and a weekly faith journaling in this Webster's Pages. And this is my catch-all prayerful planner. I've only shared, let's see if I can do this one-handed here. I've only shared one layout. But I like this for keeping track of like photos and memory, so it's memory planning. So that just stays here. Oops, I forgot that I didn't want to shake this too much. Okay, so my prayerful planner and then planners are right next to my chair. That way I can just grab that and put it up on the desk. I've got the new Illustrated Faith Deep Waters Peaceful Encouragement for the Anxious Heart Journal from Audrey Bailey. So I've got that out. Trying to keep this desk just uncluttered and everything off the surface. Okay, so the next biggest change would be this main desk in the center that I use this is where I do all the mixed media because my mixed media supplies are in these Alex drawers underneath. So let me come around. I cleaned this whole thing off, and the only thing I'm keeping on here are clear containers. I realized when I had this one clear Michaels container for washi that I really love the clear, and it seems like I use it because I can see it. So this is a scrapbook.com rotating clear acrylic spinner, and I've got my hybrid ink pads from Squid Ink from Jane Davenport, and I got some scrapbook.com colors. Here are the most used. I got the tan group and the wood group, so neutrals here. Got some Vicky Boot and Gesso, some glues, some, what are these called, rotary stamps, and a little bin. I can just take this out and move it to my desk. Okay, then all of these clear containers are from Michaels. So what I did was I filled 2 of these with washi. I've got Maggie Holmes and crepe paper in this left one. I've got Illustrated Faith and American Crafts, and I think some more, yeah, Maggie Holmes planner. So favorite companies here right at my desk. And then what I did with this one is, even though this is for washi storage, I figured I will use these items more and just easily be able to find them. So all of my water brush pens and my Picket Fence Studios blending brushes. Then the second drawer has Faber-Castell gelatos. Third drawer has the King Art sticks. So these are mixed media gel sticks. So I like having these kind of things on my desktop because that way I can just grab them and can use them a lot easier. Well, usually I don't have any trouble getting that close, but you know, when the camera's on. So my Tim Holtz trimmer. And then I've previously already showed how I updated. I added a riser to the Sugar Paper LA Target desk. And this is still my mixed media area. So I've got inks and rotary stamps, distress oxides, pigment inks and mixed media tools, stains, and this is an oil organizer, and embossing supplies. So that is really handy because in this desk I can do mixed media, but if I just have it, you know, close at hand. So then this is a 12 by 12 clear organizer from, I think it's called Simply Tidy. That's from Michaels, and so you can see through it, which is great. So I have all my distress markers, I have stenciling brushes, nice watercolor brushes, and Marview Kita brush pens. Then in the next one I have my Faber-Castell Pit Artist brush pens. I've got some watercolor pencils, I've got King Art paint sticks, I've got the art crayons, Neocolor Aquarelle, and I've also got some Zig Clean Color brush markers. And then this one is going to hold paper. It's got some more of the Bria Reese watercolor crayons. So I'm thinking if I have these out where I can look at them, I can always use them. And then I've got some white Nina Solar white cardstock and photos. Okay, that's the main changes to this desk. Okay, so what I added to the corner was I added some DIY. Now, what I do is I call it DIBY, or DIY for introverts. It's do it by yourself projects. So I added this cork board. These are just standard frames, and I just added cork in there. And then I made a little pegboard with this one, and this is an organizer. I can't remember where that's from. It might be also Michaels. And then these are Dollar Tree Jot magnetic clips. Okay, next big update to the space is I got one of these clear fridge bins from Sam's Club, and what I did was I reorganized my stamp. I got this cart from Home Goods so that it holds my paper trimmer. That way I can roll this out to my main desk. It's just behind me. And this is newly reorganized stamps. I've got Illustrated Faith, Studio Calico is the aqua color, then larger Studio Calico kit subscription is going to be these ones in the 6x8 holders. All my 6x8 stamps are here. Then I have women-owned businesses in the gray, and Crate Paper, and then Allie Edwards. So that's here right behind my desk. This I'm going to have to decide what to put in here. I want it something that's going to be useful, something I'm leaving it open right now just because I want to fill it with things that I use to make layouts and craft with. Then over here I've reorganized these Pottery Barn legal size hanging file cabinets. So this has Illustrated Faith and current projects. So that way I can just open this up and it's right behind my main desk. Then I have stencils, page protectors, jelly plate. So all of my stencils are now in here categorized by jelly plate stuff. So I've got deli paper, page protectors, and then I used file folders to categorize. So I've got Heidi Slop, Tim Holtz, Vicky Booten stencils, We Are Memory Keeper stencils. So all of that's now organized. I can find my stencils and my jelly plates. Okay, so now to this side, my sewing machine's there, right there. So when I want to use that, I can just move the stamps. And then this one is also going to be stuff that I need to make layouts, but stuff that I don't want in my main desk over there. So this is going to be like page maps, simple story shape guides, and photo boxes. Then I've got Roy G. Biv washi. 2 rows, and then black is in the front. There we go. I figure I will use it, and I didn't like the plastic containers down on the bottom, and this bottom part is all sewing. Okay, the other new thing I added, I already had this die cut station, and I've got die cutting supplies, embossing folders. I've got current projects in this wide Alex unit, and then atop here I've got stamps organized by theme. So over there was company, these are by theme, so it's alphas, baby, coffee, days, monthly stamps, sentiments, florals, basics, food, home, travel. So that's by stamps by theme, and then I have dies by theme as well. There's the curtains, and then this new organizer is also from Michaels, so I've got quite a bit of new storage from Michaels. And this is the iris cart that you can take these out and take it to your desk. So I've got Felicity Jane scraps, Felicity Jane embellishments, and I still have to label these, and then Felicity Jane Christmas, and then current projects. So if I want to work on something, I'll just take this iris container and take it over to this desk over here. Okay, so you might be wondering, why did I divide the inks? And that's because I divide them how I use them. So over here near the planner desk, these are inks that I'm going to use on planners, and that's why I have the chalk inks and inks that won't bleed through on the paper. More, you know, the chalk inks and the Versa Magic chalk won't bleed through planner paper as much. So that's why that's over there.
Thank you so much for watching my updated craft room tour, and check the links in the description box below to see a full craft room tour.